Hey there Pisces, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for April 3rd to the 9th. Let's take a look and see what may be on the cards for you. I've got the Seven of Swords, Pisces. So there could be something more to the story here. The Seven of Swords can be where there's undercurrents or somebody might be keeping a secret. So we'll have to keep going and see what way that might go. It can be self-sabotage too, or deception, betrayal, or it could just be someone is sneaking around and, you know, up to something behind your back. Let's see, is it positive? Is it negative? Four of Cups. Okay, now this could be a self-betrayal here, just saying, Pisces. The Four of Cups for me is a situation where you are in a situation that's lost its joy and its growth, but you are still there, maybe because it's the known, maybe because it's comfortable, maybe because it pays you, maybe because you committed to it and it's a moral obligation. But we have an element of the comfortably numb here and the quiet quitting, where you're there in person but you're not there in heart, you're not there in spirit, and it feels like you have disconnected. Now what you were dreaming of is that joy, that play, getting that sense of fun back, things growing again, you know, really feeling connected. But I just don't know if you can achieve that within the situation, especially how it is at the moment. Knight of Pentacles is here, and you might be dealing with a Virgo. The Knight of Pentacles is about making a new plan to get things growing and get things moving again. Now that's probably the reason why you're still in this situation, because it feels like there's going to be a series of practical steps here required in order to lay the foundation for you to make that transition. So that is coming through. This also may be another thread that I'm feeling here, is that the situation that you're in has fallen into that sort of practicality energy. For example, this could be a relationship that's really become about, you know, bills and childcare, and we have put our relationship and passion on the sideline here. It's just fallen into a very practical situation. In work, career, this could look like you staying in a situation because you're collecting the pentacles or executing a financial plan, but you don't love this anymore. And you know, the Seven of Swords is here saying, well, you know, there's self-betrayal here. You might be able to keep that up for a period of time, but don't lose yourself to it. So that's the kind of energy. It's a general reading, so please do relate it to your situation. But let's get a little bit more specific and get the cards out. Pisces, if you would like a personal reading or healing, the first link down below will pop you across to my website where you can check out what I do offer. Wow. Grab my Illuminate quick guide if you'd like to get started reading the cards. It's absolutely free, linked below. Or to take your tarot journey further, you might want to join the initiation to learn a full foundation in tarot and my signature process for reading the cards. Join me on Instagram for daily readings, and I do pull cards for followers as well. Please look for the account with the blue tick to make sure that you are not engaging with a scam account. All right, let's get these cards out, Pisces. See you in just a moment. Well, these are your cards, Pisces, and I'm just having one of those days where the cards come out perfectly. You know, the Seven of Swords was our first card out. It appears in the reading with the Devil now, so we have another layer of information here. I'm not sure if I talked about the Empress's dream, is what I feel with the Four of Cups, is that you're really wanting to get back to those deeper hopes, dreams and wishes. She's turned up as the last card in the spread. Ace of Pentacles is here. So you're being called in a new direction, Pisces, is what I'm feeling. But you will need to break free of this kind of temptation to stay where you are, because you've got a Ten of Pentacles here, okay? And that is that there is potentially good pay, stability, security, an asset like a home here that you really enjoy. There is the perception from the outside of you having it all and having, you know, having things set up and secured here. But the Devil is here to remind you that maybe that is a bit of a fantasy or illusion that you're buying into. You have an element of stability and security, but you don't have happiness, and it feels like it's not sustainable for you in the long term. But my goodness, you are doing your best here, Pisces, to keep in the game and to keep fighting for this. The Seven of Wands for me is this energy that it requires a lot to stay there. It requires mental strength, resilience, a lot of persistence, and really going against your natural grain here. So it's taking a lot of energy to actually just be in this situation, meaning you don't have energy for yourself. You don't have energy to follow your dreams, the Empress, hence the Four of Cups. I need to numb out here. I need to conserve energy, so I can only put it in certain places. So the Seven of Wands really asks you to consider, what are you fighting for here? And maybe it's time to surrender. The Empress, the energy of surrender, allowing things to unfold. If you were to stop putting in all the fight and the energy, what would happen? And would that current really carry you somewhere else instead of you swimming so hard against it? You know, you are clear that the Three of Cups has already been lost in this situation, and there's a feeling of you almost being in a bit of a grief state within this situation. That is until you sort of decided, well, I'll just numb this out, and you might be doing certain things to help you numb that, right? We can use food, we can use alcohol, substances, or other distractions, you know, TV or shopping, or, you know, just really not choosing to put those blinkers on and just not see. So the Five of Cups is here, but Spirit wants to remind you that the Two of Cups, new connections and beautiful happiness and opportunities, are actually right behind you. But you will need to, you will need to surrender to that outcome. The Wheel of Fortune actually wants to shift you in a new direction and shift your destiny, but you'll have to get past this. And this is tough energy because there's a lot of temptation to stay here, because the payoff for the cost is pretty good. It's 10 of Pentacles. You're being supported by this situation in some way, okay? But that's also a sabotage for bigger hopes, dreams, wishes, and happiness. You may also be turning a blind eye to somebody who isn't honest with you, who goes off and does their own thing, but your payoff is that you get this beautiful home, or in work career, you know, you're getting this great money, even though you might be dealing with somebody who has a real agenda here or is manipulative. Not a great combination, and it feels like in some way you've chosen the entrapment of the situation and you've chosen to stay here. Like, I feel that you know what's going on, but you just choose not to see. That's not sustainable over time, and it feels really, Pisces, that you are at the crossroads where the blindfold is being lifted here. You're seeing truths, and you know, you're deciding to weigh this up. So the Two of Swords is a decision point, you know, a decision point of, well, are you going to keep fighting and keep going back to this situation, or are you going to allow that Wheel of Fortune to carry you to the new? We can't apply logic alone. We need to apply intuition and heart here as well, and feel your way through it. Because if you are dealing with a devil energy here, which could be a person who's very charming, maybe narcissistic, you know, they will do their best to really put their best foot forward here and not show you the truth. So you might be feeling that there's something not right here, but on the outside, everything appears as it should. So it's about you going underneath and trusting your intuition. The Knight of Swords here as well is somebody who could actually use words or communication to keep pulling you back, which could look like gaslighting, which could look like making everything your fault, or, you know, that what's been said wasn't said, or what happened didn't happen. Whether it's in work or relationship, watch that energy. It really is, you know, a tricky one. Well, look at this. Look at this. Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. The universe is saying it's not too late for you to rebirth and you to really engage with those hopes, dreams, and wishes. The Wheel of Fortune is here saying it's actually time for you to shift towards that. It's going to require an ending, and it's going to require some pretty big changes here, but this is a change of fortune and a change of luck. And the Empress is probably the most positive omen that you would want to see when it comes to that, because she births and recreates those dreams for you. But she's the element of no longer fighting the fight. She's the element of taking the action, but also surrendering, allowing things to unfold. And it's the beautiful embodiment of the divine feminine that knows that, you know, things are happening and things are in progress, but as long as we don't try and push too hard in the wrong direction, then we will normally end up engaging with that reality. So lots of intense energies here. Knight of Pentacles, remember, you might need to put a plan in place or go through you know, a few series of steps here, and if so, I would be beginning to line up your darks. So let's go to the Sacred Creators to see what we have for parting messages. For my Pisces, I have got step ahead is all you need. So it's interesting I came back to that Knight of Pentacles, because it's saying one step ahead actually is all you need. Put the plan in place, take the first step, because that's when the universe knows you've got some skin in the game and you're serious about making this transition. And that's when it rolls out the red carpet and shows you the way and brings the right people and the right resources to you and the right timing to support you in that journey. That's what I have for you, Pisces. I am wishing you the very best with this, cheering you on and sending you so much love and magic. Do take care of yourself. Bye for now.